We can use function notation to help us evaluate a function. In that last example, I asked you to find y when x is -3. I've written this now as a function. The f of x equals 3x squared minus 2. And I'm asking you to find the f of -3. When we change this x, in this case to -3, we have to change every x in the function. So the f of -3 can be written as 3 into -3 squared minus 2. We took x and changed it to -3. Again, we have 3 times 9 minus 2, which equals 25. Remember what we said about the f of x. The f of x was replacing y. So we have an ordered pair again. When x is -3, the f of x is 25. Let's look at the next example. Given the same function, the f of x equals 3x squared minus 2, find the f of 2. Pause your video, give it a try. The substituting is often the hardest part. Remember, if we change x, in this case to 2, this x needs to change as well. So we have 3 times 4 minus 2, 12 minus 2 is 10. What is the ordered pair here? When x is 2, the f of x, or y, is 10. Let's use a different function. We're going to use this function here. The f of x equals -2x squared minus 4x. Remember, when we change x, in this case to -3, you have to change each x in the function. Pause your video and evaluate that. Did you get the substitution? Did you change each x value to -3? Number 1 was equal to -6. Let's do question 2 together. It says the f of x minus the f of -1. All right, let's start with the f of x. Remember, the f of x is all of this. And now we're subtracting the f of -1. The f of -1 says take each x value and change it to -1. But I see that I'm subtracting a binomial, so I'm going to need to bracket all of that. So we have -2, changing x to -1, minus 4, changing x to -1, close the bracket. Can you simplify that? You simplified inside the brackets first. We finished with -2x squared minus 4x minus 2. In question 3, we're asked to find the f of -x. So all we're doing is changing x to -x. So each of these became -x. -x all squared is positive. So we have -2x squared again, but plus 4x. Question 4, can you see the difference between question 3 and question 4? In question 4, you're asked to find the negative of the entire function. So it's a negative of everything. This equals positive 2x squared plus 4x. Finding the f of negative x and the negative of f of x is going to be an important step when we look at the properties of functions. I want you to be aware of this. And questions 5 and 6, the f of x plus 3 and the f of x plus h. Remember, let's go back to our function there. When you change x, in this case, we're changing it to x plus 3. You have to change each x in the function. Just do the first step, the substitution. Is this what you got? Did you change each x to x plus 3? Why don't you finish simplifying this? I think the mistake I see most commonly here is that people don't square the binomial correctly. Remember, this is x plus 3 by x plus 3. Or they forget to use the distributive property and multiply that negative 4 by both terms inside the bracket. Why don't you try simplifying question 6, the f of x plus h? Check your substitution. Did you change each x to x plus h? There were no terms to simplify here, so you have negative 2x squared minus 4xh minus 2h squared minus 4x minus 4h. If any of these were difficult, go back to the start of this lecture, try again. Remember what it says there on that class Moodle page. You want to practice until you cannot get it wrong. This needs to be fairly automatic because as we move through the weeks, our questions are going to become more and more complicated, and you don't want to spend a lot of time making silly mistakes.